The Legacy Hive has stood in the same quiet corner for some 5 years, untouched, undisturbed, and almost forgotten. Yet somehow it survived. These bees adapted to storms, moisture, cold nights, and the unpredictable climate of the Oregon coast. Today, I'm giving them a new beginning. I thought carefully about this inspection. Before doing so, in the beginning, I was gonna leave it as is till spring. But the box was getting too worn out to make till next season. This inspection, it's not a rush. It's not about forcing the hive open. It's about listening, watching, and respecting the rhythm the bees already created for themselves. As I approach the hive, I can feel how calm the air is. The weather is mild today, around 61 to 63 degrees Fahrenheit, warm enough to open the colony without harming brood. The bees sense my presence immediately, but they remain relaxed, floating around me with a gentle tone. A strong hive will always tell you how it feels, and this hive feels calm. This old hive body has seen better days. The wood is worn, soft, and starting to rot. The paint is peeling away. Moisture has eaten into the walls, and the structure no longer provides the protection bees deserve. Some bugs are already starting to live in the hive. Today, I'll be carefully removing 2 old boxes, giving the colony a clean new home, and respecting the architecture they built inside. I replaced old rotten plywood lid few weeks ago. A new lid already was destroyed by raccoons trying to get honey, so that's why I also decided to completely give them new equipment. The bees rise softly, curious but not too defensive. This temperament tells me everything. Good genetics, good queen, good balance inside. I see the familiar pattern of a hive that has managed itself without human interference. Propolis tucked into the corners, honey arcs where they prefer them, brood centered safely in the middle. This is instinct, perfected through years of survival. First, I will be removing frames from the upper deep. I do it slowly, almost ceremonially. Each frame is part of a story that began long before today. Some frames are very old, dark, plastic, heavy comb from years of use. In the coming season, I'll replace about 30 to 50% of these frames. But not today, not in winter. Today, my only goal is to preserve their organization. Bees build their winter nest with purpose, and I respect that. As I lift the first frame, bees walk calmly across the comb. Some foragers started to fly in chaos, since this hive has not been open for years. They have never been disturbed, and quad bees will use defense for the colony they build. It's in the genetics. No running, no shaking, just steady movement. This is the sign of a stable colony with a healthy queen. You can feel that energy when you work with them. I look closely. There is brood small patch. Not much, but enough. A small patch of capped cells. Okay, good, it's normal. A few polished empty cells prepared for eggs. The last breath of autumn brood. This is exactly what a winter-ready colony should have. This legacy hive might have gone through a swarm earlier this year. It feels refreshed. The brood pattern looks new and clean, not the pattern of an old failing queen. And sometimes a quiet swarm gives the colony a second chance, a reset, a renewal, a new chapter. I move each frame gently, keeping their exact order. I don't rotate them, I don't rearrange them. Winter is not the time for experiments. It is the time for respect. As I move deeper into the hive, I'm reminded that this colony has lived many different lives. Some years were harsh, full of damp nights and long, cold spells, very bad, windy, rainy storms. Other years were warm and forgiving. And yet, through all of that, this hive survived without human help. This tells me something important about the genetics of this family. It's possible that somewhere nearby there is a strong apiary, perhaps one that I don't even know about, sending drones into the same mating areas. Drones travel far, sometimes miles, looking for queen pheromones. And when a queen from this hive took her mating flights, she may have met drones with strong immune traits, calm temperament, and natural mite resistance. Good genetics can come from unexpected places, and sometimes, without planning it, a colony becomes something rare, something naturally adapted to the land it lives on. This might be one of those colonies. I continue lifting frames, examining each one with slow, steady hands. The bees stay collected and peaceful, almost as if they understand that I'm helping them. They aren't rushing or panicking. They simply fly across the air, circling around. Even the sound of the hive is calm, a low, soft hum, the sound of bees breathing together as one living organism. I notice the brood is compact and healthy. The queen has slowed her laying, but she hasn't stopped completely. This is what I prefer to see in late fall. A small, controlled patch of brood, just enough to maintain momentum going into winter, but not so much that the bees waste energy trying to heat an entire brood nest during cold nights. I will be shifting my focus to the lower box, the heart of the winter cluster. So far, the main brood box with brood was on the upper part, which is normal if bees have upper entrance, which they carved themselves. I lift the boxes slowly, respecting the weight of honey and comb inside. The old hive bodies is clearly worn out, soft, fragile, and no longer safe for rainstorms. Its time has passed, but the colony inside still has every chance at a strong future. And today, I'm giving them exactly that. Before placing the bees into their new home, I will examine the bottom board. I did oxalic acid evaporation a week ago. Today, I'm checking the whiteboard for mite drop. The white surface makes it easy to see everything. Wax crumbs, pollen pieces, the natural debris that tells the story of the hive. But what surprises me most is what I don't see. There are almost no varroa mites, very little. This is unusual for coastal beekeeping, especially this late in the season. Most colonies in this area struggle with mites throughout the year, but the Legacy Hive seems almost untouched. Well, maybe. There are several possible reasons for this. This natural placement of the hive was perfect reflection of a natural habitat, as a tree trunk, with no interference or other colonies nearby to rob and spread diseases. The genetics might be naturally hygienic, bees that detect and remove mites before they spread. This colony may have swarmed earlier in the year, interrupting the brood cycle and reducing mite reproduction. Whatever the reason, the result is the same: a clean hive, a healthy brood nest, and a colony with a real chance of surviving winter. I use a feather, one of the softest, most gentle tools a beekeeper can use. The feather glides across the surface, brushing away debris without harming bees. Their calm behavior tells me everything I need to know. This colony trusts the process and trusts me. Working with a colony like this feels almost like working with an old friend, familiar, steady, and full of quiet strength. Honeybees build wax bridges on top of the frames. This creates uneven surface. When I would place frames back, they could crush some of the bees, so I would have to remove it. That's how it works. Now I will begin to look through the first box, the bottom box. It will be interesting to see what's inside, and I begin the process of giving them their new home. This is the part of beekeeping that feels almost sacred, like rebuilding a house while the family is still living inside. I will lift the old hive body away from the stand and replace it with all the new components: new wood, new paint, new winter storm wrap. A few weeks ago we had bad storm, lasted 3 days. For 2 days there were constant 25-mile-an-hour winds. The wood is so worn that it almost folds in my hands. Soft, fragile, no longer able to protect the colony through another winter storm. It has served its purpose. Well, the new hive body has clean lines, solid structure, no drafts, no rot. This moment is like watching an old story end and a new one begin. When I start returning the frames, I will keep everything in the exact order the bees created. This isn't the moment for rearranging or redesigning their nest. Winter is all about stability, familiarity, and preserving the warmth they've already built. I slide each frame in slowly, not pushing, not shaking, just letting the comb settle naturally. Bees move aside gracefully, walking around my fingers with quiet confidence. A calm colony is a sign of a good queen. Some frames are black with age, dark wax, years of brood cycles, layers of memory. These will be replaced next season, but not today. Today is about honoring the structure that kept them alive for so long. I will gently place the upper deep back on top. I make sure the edges align perfectly so cold air won't slip through the seams. This hive will rely on its insulation through the wet coastal winter, and every detail matters. I look down again at the bees, still steady, still gentle. Some flying and reorienting, some returning from foraging. And yes, there is still pollen to collect. It amazes me how calmly they accept all of this. The hive is open, the world exposed, and yet they trust the process. Beekeeping teaches patience. It teaches presence. It teaches humility. Because the bees always know more about their home than we do. I will place the inner cover today, and later prepare the hive for winter next week, when I build my own storm winter wrap with insulation. Winter on the Oregon coast is unpredictable. Rain, wind, moisture, and long cold evenings. A good wrap can mean the difference between stress and comfort. I use my homemade winter wrap, designed to protect the bees from drafts and retain enough warmth without overheating the hive. The material settles snugly against the wood, sealing the hive like a warm coat. Once the wrap is secure, I use tape to close any small gaps, especially because this hive has so little propolis seal from the season. The bees will finish sealing the inside in spring. With the wrap and quilt box with wood chips, I will install an aluminum mouse guard at the entrance. Coastal nights bring visitors, mice looking for warmth, and the hive full of honey is a tempting place. The guard ensures the bees stay safe while still maintaining airflow. I will imagine as I take a step back. I look at the hive standing tall again, rebuilt, protected, respected, and ready for winter. This colony survived 5 years in a neglected corner, with almost no sunlight and no care. And yet, it endured. There is something special about a hive like that. Not magic, but resilience, genetics, instinct, and the quiet power of bees doing what bees do best. I feel grateful to give them a new beginning, and I feel honored to witness their story continue. The comb, the burr comb, they built underneath their frames was made because the bottom box was a little taller than normal brood box would be. I would have to remove it to make sure my new box fits perfect. Bees would not miss their old comb anyway. With the hive now almost disassembled, I take a quiet moment to observe their honey stores. The bees have arranged their reserves with remarkable precision. Arcs of capped honey at the top, bands of pollen below, and brood in the warm center of the nest. Some combs and frames on the bottom box were not completed due to the old frame, and they could not build their own frame because the frames are plastic. It is kind of a cons and pros, because plastic survived so many years, but the wooden frames probably would rot, and I wouldn't be able to pick them like that. That's why I decided to do it without fear. Even after years of being untouched, they managed to build enough food to carry them through winter. If I slide my hand gently along the side of the hive, I will feel the subtle warmth rising from the cluster inside. It will be soft, almost imperceptible, but also it will tell me the colony is alive and working. Winter is a time when bees move slowly, preserving energy. They form a tight cluster, contracting and expanding like a living heart. The queen stays in the center, warm and protected. The workers rotate in and out, sharing heat, sharing responsibility. This cycle has been perfected over millions of years. Watching a colony prepare for winter feels like watching an ancient rhythm, a ritual older than human memory. I think about honey not just as food, but as survival currency. Every drop represents thousands of flights, thousands of flowers, thousands of moments when a bee risked her life to bring home nectar. The Legacy Hive has earned its reserves. They carried themselves through storms, wind, and long nights with nothing but their own instincts. This is one reason I'm careful about feeding. I don't feed unless the bees truly need help. Winter feeding can save a colony, but unnecessary feeding can interrupt their natural rhythm. So I follow a simple philosophy. Let bees be bees, unless they ask for help. And this colony, at this moment, is not asking. If I stand near the entrance and listen carefully, the sound would be inside the hive, steady, deep, almost meditative. A quiet hum layered with soft vibrations, echoing through wood and wax. This hum is the colony's winter heartbeat. It will tell me they are organized, not panicking, not cold, not starving, just working, breathing, and waiting for spring. The bees have already begun sealing tiny cracks with propolis, their own natural glue, antimicrobial and protective. Even though the hive wrap will help, the bees always do their part. I admire how they instinctively know what to fix, where to add warmth, how to conserve heat with the least amount of effort. A human can build the box, but the bees build the home. When I kneel beside the hive and take one last look at the entrance, a few bees probably peek out, curious but unthreatened. Their calm behavior will reassure me once again that the queen is strong and the colony is unified. Soon, temperatures will drop lower, the rain will return, the winds will rise, and during those long nights, the cluster will tighten, holding their warmth in the very center of the hive I rebuilt for them today. This is the quiet side of beekeeping, the part most people never see. No honey harvesting, no loud activity, just the silent trust between a beekeeper and her bees. As I will watch the last few bees settle back inside, I will feel a small sense of peace settle over the apiary. The Legacy Hive is ready for winter, for survival, for another year of life. As I stand beside the Legacy Hive, I think about everything this colony has endured. The Oregon coast is beautiful, but it is not forgiving. Cold winds drift in from the ocean. Fog settles deep into the mornings. Moisture finds any weakness in wood. And sunlight, when it appears, often comes in short, quiet moments. There is a lesson in that, a lesson written into the genetics, the comb, and the rhythm of these bees. They have adapted to the smallest microclimates, the dark corners, the patches of morning sun, the damp evenings. The bees know this land better than we ever will, and they do not survive by strength alone. They survive by wisdom. When I first discovered this hive, tucked away in a shaded corner, almost forgotten, I wondered how they managed year after year without human care. No supplements, no regular inspections, no sugar feedings, no mite treatments, just instinct and resilience. Some colonies collapse under that pressure. Others transform into something extraordinary. This colony seems to be one of them. The brood pattern is strong. The mite levels are low. The temperament is calm. Everything about them reflects balance and internal order. Inside the cluster, the bees pass food, exchange heat, and protect the queen from cold drafts. They move slowly upward through the frames, consuming honey stores as they rise. Every winter cluster follows this vertical path, a quiet migration within the hive. The Legacy Hive will do the same, following their natural instincts frame by frame, inch by inch, until spring finally opens and the first flowers bloom. I think about how different this is from the typical beekeeping routine. Many hives depend on frequent management and intervention, but this hive survived with almost none. It makes me appreciate the diversity of bee genetics, how different traits appear and evolve in response to the environment. Some lines of bees are gentle, some are fierce, some focused on honey, some are resilient against mites, some thrive under constant care, and some, like this colony, thrive when left alone. There is no single correct way to keep bees, only the way that works for the bees themselves. I take a deep breath of the cool coastal air, listening to the soft wind moving across the land. The hive will sit quietly now, wrapped, protected, secure. Everything will be settled. Everything will be in place. There is nothing more to do except trust the bees and trust the season. Winter belongs to them now. The Legacy Hive has earned this rest, and I have faith they will meet spring with the same strength and calmness they showed today. The day is quiet now. The Legacy Hive almost stands in its new home, wrapped and ready for the long season ahead. There is nothing extraordinary about the box itself. Plain wood, simple design, a solid roof, a winter wrap. But inside is a story that has lasted for years. A story of resilience, a story of instinct, a story of bees who survived in a forgotten corner when everything else around them changed. This hive is more than wooden frames. It is a living memory, a reminder of what bees can do when they are allowed to be who they are. When the sun begins to lower, the bees settle deeper inside the cluster. Their day is ending, their season changing, their rhythm shifting toward winter rest. The hum inside the hive will become softer, lower, more concentrated. This is the sound of a colony preparing for darkness, for rain, for wind, and for survival. I know that during the coldest nights, they will tighten together, drawing every bit of warmth into the heart of the cluster where the queen rests. On milder days, they will loosen, allowing air and movement to flow through the comb. This breathing motion, expanding and contracting, is the essence of winter beekeeping. We watch from the outside, but inside, the bees keep their ancient rhythm. I think about all the beekeepers who came before us, people who worked with bees long before modern equipment, treatments, or methods existed. They learned by watching, listening, and respecting the colony. And those same lessons still guide us today. Patience, observation, gentleness, respect. The Legacy Hive embodies all of these qualities. It has taught its own lessons simply by surviving. When I will walk around the hive one last time, check the wrap, the seams, the lid, the mouse guard, making sure everything sits exactly where it needs to be. There is comfort in these small, final rituals. Winter is a season that tests every hive differently. Some will grow stronger, some will struggle, some will not return in spring. But this colony, this one has already shown a strength that feels rare. I believe in them, and today they are giving me every reason to. The air cools slightly, carrying the scent of damp leaves and pine from the nearby trees. Shadows stretch across the ground. The day is closing, and so is this chapter for the bees. I take one final look at the hive, standing tall, protected, and peaceful. This moment feels like a quiet blessing, a promise between beekeeper and bees, a promise of care, of respect, and of patience until spring returns. And when that spring arrives, when the first warm days wake the land, when maple buds open, when the sun reaches the hive again, this colony will begin a new season of life, a new season of flight, a new season of building. And I will be here, ready to watch their story continue. This is the Legacy Hive, and this